Members of Artisan Small-Scale Gold Miners Association are still in dilemma following the proclamation of a new mining law that abolished the use of mercury, a toxic chemical in gold mining activities. The new mining law that was assented to mid-2022 will have a small-scale gold miner imprisoned for 3 years or pay a fine not less than 100 million shillings, or both. Gold mining is a lucrative economic activity which, according to a survey by the Directorate of Geology, and mining sustains close to 2 million Ugandans annually, with the artisan and small-scale gold mining sector alone producing over 7,000 kilograms of gold. However, mid-2022, a law enacted to regulate gold mining sector and has a component for punitive measures the miners who use mercury, a toxic substance, in extracting gold.
Avoid dangerous substances to be used in processing minerals like gold and so on.
Findings from the studies by experts have it that a big proportion of artisans and gold miners, especially in Namayingo, Buhweju, Ibanda, Mubende and Amudat, have accumulated mercury in their bodies.
The people that are involved in mining activities in our area have got a higher mercury content in their blood system than those that are not involved in gold mining and processing.
Mercury is considered by World Health Organization as one of the top 10 groups of chemicals of major public health concern.
The people who are recovering the gold from the amalgamate of mercury, after burning it, they directly inhale. It goes into the lungs and it pierces the lungs, which leads to lung cancer. And in men, it creates impotence. In women, when it goes to the ovaries, it covers the ovaries and blocks it from ovulation, which leads also to impotence in women.
Mercury is dangerous to the human being. When it enters the body, it can cause a number of problems. Most important among them, it will affect the central nervous system, the brain, and it will also affect the kidneys, and it will also affect the lungs.
Much as the dangers of its use are overemphasized, many of the mine workers are still doubtful of the risks.
We hear mercury has effects, but physical observation, we have not seen it. And we need to see it because our communities have used the mercury for a long time. I was born, I found the papa using mercury. I myself, I have started using mercury. And even my child is starting to use mercury. The effects are there as we hear, but we need to be sensitized on physical observation.
Stakeholders, however, believe that the ordinance that recommend kyanide and borax as an alternative to mercury beneficial to few.
Some alternatives that are present currently are out of the financial league that most miners operate within. I mean, setting up a small cyanide leaching plant, the costs of setting up a cyanide leaching plant could almost come to the cost of building a house. And you've seen the community where most of this mining happens. Of course, there are those that are prosperous, but there are those that mine not because mining is the only thing that they can do, but because mining is the one thing where they can get money quickly to sustain their livelihoods, to pay school fees, to buy clothing and food for their children. So a blanket ban on this is essentially going to make it harder for this person who pans for gold every day to get 100,000 shillings to sustain the family. You're already increasing the cost of him doing business.
In this case, authorities are seeking for intervention from a wide range of partners to implement sustainable solutions for the sector using the national legal framework and the available regulations in place.
So our concern is that there must be an engagement of all stakeholders because we don't want exploitation instead of exploration.
The mining policy generally, most of what is composed in this policy is so much centralized. Something needs to be done to empower the host districts to give us power to handle the challenge that we have.
Accordingly, due to mercury emission in air, the population not only consumes polluted water, but also face environmentally related challenges.
We want also to protect the environment. When you are mining and you think you are not going to continue in that place, you should cover the whole, recover it, so that the land is utilized for other purposes. You recover the environment and so on.
When we were carrying out water tests in those areas, they found out that our waters were so much contaminated with the mercury, and they felt they could not continue to provide water which was not healthy for human consumption.
So one key thing is to look at the kind of technology they're using for extraction, because that is one key area that affects the environment. If you see how they dump the soil that they excavate, that is already a challenge for the environment. And when you look at the tools that they use, that is a challenge not only to the environment, but also to themselves.
With a mining law in place, most artisans and small-scale miners' worries will be sorted, but still other mining association members think otherwise.
Small-scale miners are not entitled to a license which protects them. Now we are saying they should form groups and we give them licenses, which when they are operating in those areas, no other large operator will come to overshadow them.
So the challenges that we have like now, the license regiming has issues that leave away some, that does not cater for some communities. Like especially here in Karamoja where we are based, you'll find that these are gardens, the mines are gardens. And really, if people are not regulating maize planting in Busoga, where I come from, now we are regulating a garden here, it becomes very hard to actually implement. So it would be good that some of these local content things are taken care of so that implementing the law becomes easy and also development of the sector takes root.
Civil society organizations have joined in for intensive measures campaigns for gold miners to realize the benefits of mining while considering their safety and environment conservation.
So we are looking at the business aspect of it. When you protect the environment and do your responsible mining, you are able to get that value. But also you need to formalize this so that you are not affected with the activities that you are doing.
Due to lack of regulations in the recent past, most artisan gold is mined and exported illegally.